Hey, hello there, and welcome back to the channel. Sol here, and today is Monday. And because it's Monday, like every Monday, we have Hammerman fleet just outside of our island. As you can see, I'm on my max offense level account, nearly max on defense. You know, I only have machine guns and a few sniper towers and the flamethrowers to go, but the stuff that matters already max. So we're gonna go ahead and defend us against Hammerman. As you can see, I have the basic layout of my circle base, but this time I wanted to see if I could repeat what I did maybe a couple months ago, where I only defended, you see, a few defenses in the front. My goal is to defend only with what I have right now, right here. So rocket launchers, dynamite amplifiers, shock launchers, a few boom cannons, a few cannons, mortars, and some flamethrowers. I may need to sub in a couple of defenses depending if they get attacked by GBE or not. My intention is, I'm gonna try all the stages live. If I have to repeat it more than one, I will pause it and then show you the solution. That way you don't have to sit tight and watch me fiddle with all the defenses and all that. So yeah, without anything else to say, let's just go for it right away. So yeah, so here it's a hotpot level 2 and a damage amplifier level 3. No ice, as you can see, all I have are offense statues, and then rocket launchers. Everything here I think is max with the exception of the flamethrower. Yeah, with the exception of the flamethrowers. Everything that you see in the front is actually maxed. So let's go and defend the first stage. So a tank and a bunch of riflemen on stage 1. I don't expect this to be any trouble at all. You can see those the rocket launchers are actually putting a huge number of them, and yeah, the hotpot is just burning everything through, so this is gonna go down pretty easily. And bam, stage 1 is completed in 30 seconds, which is actually pretty nice. All right, let's accelerate this. Let's see if we can go now to stage number 2 right away. I didn't see what he brought. I should have stopped for a second, but we'll see. So it's a little bit of everything. So warriors, sukas, riflemen, heavies. So four different troops in the first wave. Second wave, all heavies and tanks. But amp top cannons and boom cannons are just putting a dent on them. Hotpot is just burning through those heavies like there was no tomorrow. We lost our first defense on this stage, second defense on this stage. And we defended stage 2. Very nice. Wait, what happened? Okay, here we go. All right, let's take a look at stage number 3. So how many defenses do we have? 3, 5, plus another 5 is 10. So we have 14. We have 17 defenses in the front, if I'm not mistaken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus 5 is 10, plus 2 and 2 is 14. Yeah, we have 17 defenses in the front, not including the damage amplifier. So he brought a bunch of troops. I didn't see what he brought, but what I know is that those defenses, the offensive troops just got burned. We didn't lose any defenses this time. So we know that our defenses are going to struggle against heavily armored, so heavies and tanks. So this one he brought one of everything with the exception of riflemen and cryoneers. All right, so let's take a look at stage number 4. Oh, the sukas are gonna get melted right away. Look at that. Oof. All right, first wave just went down in record time. Grenadiers are also gonna get burned. Yep. and the last wave. So he landed the last wave a little bit offset to the right. Usually, when that happens, it's a little bit of trouble. But because they're all weak troops, I mean, you can see that the top shock launchers are able to like take half of the health of those, or more than half of the health of those riflemen. So when the second one lands, they're pretty much dead. So without a lot of trouble, guys, we have managed to defeat stages 1 through 4. If I'm not mistaken, let's see. Or stages. So this is gonna be stage 5. Yeah, so stages 1 through 4 in record time, in 5 minutes. So let's keep going. So a lot of riflemen, lots of medics, and a Scorcher tank. That combination should not be problematic for this, especially with the double shock launchers. You can see how quickly they get burned through. Now, one important thing when you're using this is you don't want to cluster. You don't want your shock launchers on the same side, because essentially that you're gonna end up wasting shock time. We might lose our hotpot right here, right now. No, we did not. Yeah, this stage is over, guys. Our hotpot still has about 50% of his health, and those riflemen do not have time to get into firing position. By the time they get into firing position, they are already burned or shot, or a combination of all the above. Jeez. All right. So that was stage 5, guys. Pretty easy. I don't know what we could do to make it a little bit harder for us. Maybe remove the hotpot, or remove the damage amplifier. But I like those defenses. So here we go. Stage 6 is gonna be heavies, riflemen, and Zukas. We have 48 of those heavies. So this one will be hard, guys. This one will be hard, definitely, because as we saw on the stage number 1, we managed to lose 3 defenses because we couldn't take out the heavies fast enough. Now the hotpot is doing what the hotpot does. Now the problem is that it's gonna be distracted with the guys with the heavies on the right, and then those riflemen are getting in position. So we need to get rid of them as fast as we can, and we could not do it in time, which means that we might be in trouble, guys. That shock was very unfortunate. However, we still have the mortars and the rocket launchers alive. We need those shocks to do their work. Oh my God, Zukas just came in. This is probably not gonna be a win. Or if it's a win, it's going to be a win because the troops went on the other side. Yeah, this is not going to be a win. I mean, we still have a bunch of defenses on the top, so maybe it will. But I highly doubt it, mainly because, you see, the Zukas are flanking around all the way around. We don't have any mines defending those guys. And we really don't have any splash damage defenses. So all that is left is just a bunch of units that are going to essentially get to the core and just wreck us right away. So I'm gonna finish this one up, and I'm going to look at that replay, see where he plays his shocks, and then decide whether or not I want to keep those defenses in or sub them in with something else. So I'll be back in just 1 second of your time, guys. Alright guys, so like I promised, I went ahead and looked at the replay. There were a couple things that were wrong. There was a cannon that was here that was getting shocked at the beginning, so I removed that cannon. And as you saw, most of the troops were attacking on this side, so I moved most of the one-shot defenses to this side, and I added these 2 sniper towers just as a damage/distraction building. That way the heavies would stay on that side, and then all the light units would keep on this side. And that essentially did the trick. So let's take a look. So that barrage I didn't see. Essentially, they ended up having that cannon and flamethrower damage from the get-go. And it's not worth having a defense like that on the front if it's going to get destroyed in the first few seconds. In any case, you see the heavies are constrained to the left side of the map, and that gives enough time for my defenses on the center right to destroy all the stuff that's coming in. Riflemen, Sukas as they come in on the second wave. My hotpot does end up going down, but it goes down at the very end of the last of the second wave, which allows enough time for my rest of my defenses to get rid of the third wave, which is mainly composed of Sukas and Riflemen. Now we still have a bunch of heavies on the right side. But that's not going to be a problem right now. They're again constrained to that cannon, and they're being shocked. And most of the rocket launchers are looking at the cluster of units that we have here on the right side of the map. All that is left now is just a few Riflemen and a few Sukas. And at this point, I was pretty confident that I was going to destroy it, and we did. And down went stage number 6 for Hammerman fleet. So all we have to do now is defend the last stage. So let's take a look at what he's bringing. Just a bunch of Riflemen, and one Scorcher tank. Now I don't know where that Scorcher tank is going to be coming in from. So I'm going to move this. I'm going to have the original layout. I do know that I want that. How you call it? I do know that I want that Scorcher tank going down as fast as I can. Now I do know that there's a bunch of, how you call it, a bunch of Riflemen, so I need to make a few adjustments here and there. Those adjustments are mainly going to be to get rid of those. Those adjustments are going to be mainly to get rid of the Riflemen, right? So let's see what else we want to do. So I have the 2 mortars in the front. Let me move this amped up mortar in range. 3 cannons should be plenty. 3 cannons should be plenty enough to get rid of it. But I'm going to add 1 more here. All right. And I think I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to see. Yeah, I'm going to see what happens. Worst case scenario, so you have to repeat it. But I'm pretty confident that we will not need to do that. Yeah, so the Riflemen are landing right in front of the hot part, which is amazing for us. All right, so first wave down. We're 3 waves away. He's launching a bunch of predators. I usually like to add a machine gun or a flamethrower on the backside just to prevent that from happening, from having just one defense having everything distracted. All right, so here comes the Scorcher. Hotpot is not shocked, which is amazing. Oh yeah, we're gonna win this, no problem at all, because this is the last wave right now, and all that we have left is just a bunch of Riflemen. The Scorcher just went down. And guys, we just defended stages 1. Oh, no, there's 1 more wave. My hotpot is almost dead, guys, but we'll still have all of our rocket launchers. We still have all of our shock launchers. We still have our boosted up mortars. We're going to win this. There's no way that guy can, Hammerman can get us with the units that he has left. Oh, yeah, for sure. So that's it, guys. That's how I defended with you guys today. Hammerman stages 1 through 7, using only a few of my defenses. Like I said, it was 17 defenses at the get-go, and then I added the sniper tower, so that's +2, so that's 19 defenses. Obviously, they were amped up with 100% damage boost. What happened here? Why? This is... I don't know what happened, guys. This thing just froze up. Let's close the app. Oh, look at that. It's frozen. Well, in any case, guys, I want to thank you for stopping by and checking my channel, checking my videos. I hope this helped you. plan in the future for Hammerman. In any case, Sol is checking out.